All right, let's just dive right into this explainer because it's honestly going to completely change how we look at our daily meals. Today, we're taking the really profound ancient wisdom of Ayurveda and mashing it up with the precision of modern nutritional science. If you've ever felt totally overwhelmed by all the conflicting diet advice out there, well, this breakdown is going to clear things right up for you. You know what's crazy? Have you ever noticed how your sibling might stay effortlessly lean eating the exact same food that makes you gain weight? Or maybe your sister stays strong and toned, while you find it literally impossible to drop pounds, even after putting in hours at the gym. Well, the reason isn't that one person just has better genetics or the other is slacking. The truth is, every single human body speaks a completely different physiological language.
So here's our roadmap to solve this mystery. First, we'll look at Ayurveda as our blueprint. Second, the science of our building blocks. Third, synthesizing the two. Fourth, busting some major nutrition myths. And finally, constructing your absolute perfect diet.
Okay, kicking things off with pillar number 1, Ayurveda as the physical blueprint for your unique body. So, according to Ayurveda, we are all made up of 5 fundamental elements: air, fire, water, earth, and space. And these elements combine to form 3 primary energies in the body called doshas: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Now, the absolute crucial point here is that a dosha isn't some mystical woo-woo energy. It's actually a highly specific biological fingerprint that dictates exactly how your physical body and your mind operate. We all have all 3, but your specific ratio, that's what makes you, you. Now, as we run through these 3 distinct metabolic profiles, I want you to seriously ask yourself, wait, does this sound like me? Let's look at Vata first, air and space. These folks are typically thin, light, maybe prominent bones, often dry skin. They're super creative, enthusiastic, they learn fast, but they also forget fast. Their hunger and energy levels, totally erratic. Next up is Pitta, fire and water. Medium, strong, athletic build, they're sharp, decisive leaders, but man, they can easily get impatient or angry. If you sweat a lot, eat big meals, and get fiercely hangry when you miss lunch, you're almost certainly a dominant Pitta. And finally, Kapha, water and earth. This blueprint gives a heavier, sturdier build with really smooth skin. Kaphas are calm, they're reliable, and they have incredible long-term memory. But they can definitely lean toward lethargy. If you love deep sleep, have a major sweet tooth, and hitting snooze is your favorite morning activity, you are looking at a Kapha blueprint.
Moving right along to Pillar 2, how modern nutritional science provides the literal building blocks for our metaphorical house.
Think of macronutrients strictly as your construction materials. Your body is a machine, right? It needs fuel to run and materials to rebuild itself. Proteins are your bricks, they're your repair crew. They literally build your muscles, bones, skin, and hair, stuff like lentils, beans, dairy, eggs, and fish. Carbohydrates are your immediate electricity, your primary fuel. They give your brain that instant energy spark and provide fiber for digestion. We're talking rice, roti, fruits, and veggies here. And fats? Those are your long-term battery reserves and your bodily insulation. They absorb vitamins, they build cell walls. Think ghee, nuts, seeds, and avocados.
All right, let's dive into the climax of this explainer. This is where we take the architectural blueprint from Ayurveda and merge it with the building blocks of modern science. This right here absolutely blows my mind because it brilliantly illustrates that Ayurveda and modern science are literally just 2 different languages describing the exact same biological processes. Take Vata, for example. Because it's naturally light, dry, and erratic, science says they need sustained energy and satiety through healthy fats and good carbs. And what does Ayurveda say? Vata must be balanced with warm, heavy, and moist foods like ghee and nuts. It's the exact same conclusion. For Pitta, with their hot, fast engine, science recommends moderate protein and complex carbs to sustain it. Ayurveda says use cooling, heavy, and dry foods like milk, leafy greens, and sweet fruits to calm the fire. And Kapha, heavy and slow to burn energy. Science says low-calorie, light foods to stop fat storage. Ayurveda says light, warm, and dry items like lentils and honey. The alignment is just absolute perfection.
Let's look at a practical example. Imagine a Vata-dominant person, so someone naturally thin, feeling cold easily, maybe a bit anxious, trying to lose weight by just eating raw, cold, dry salads. According to their Ayurvedic blueprint, they are going to suffer. Their digestion will just crash and they'll feel awful. Translating the Ayurvedic need for warm and heavy directly means a Vata body physically requires the scientific calorie density and healthy fats. So something like a warm bowl of khichdi cooked in ghee is what they literally need to function and thrive.
Before we get into your personalized daily steps, we need to quickly, definitively clear up a couple of massive roadblocks regarding our building materials.
Myth number 1, protein is only for gym bros and bodybuilders. Yeah, completely false. The crucial takeaway here is that protein isn't just about getting huge muscles, it's the fundamental repair crew that every single human needs daily just to maintain their cellular house. Your hair, nails, immune cells, enzymes, all built from protein. Science shows an average person needs about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight every single day just to stop their muscles from degrading as they age.
Moving to the next major myth, and this one is a biggie. All fats are bad, and eating them makes you obese. This is arguably the most damaging myth out there. We have got to stop fearing good fats. Healthy fats like ghee, walnuts, avocados, olive oil, they act as the crucial weatherproofing and communication network for your entire nervous system. They are literal brain food, guys. They help synthesize hormones. It is only the highly processed, refined oils in fried restaurant foods and packaged snacks that are actually causing the inflammation and health issues.
All right, Section 5, Your Right Diet. Let's get into the practical everyday action steps by dosha.
If you were nodding along to the Vata blueprint earlier, the creative, erratic, leaner body type, your main focus needs to be grounding and nourishing that erratic energy with healthy, warming fats. You want to lean hard into warm, moist, and thoroughly cooked meals. Definitely avoid those raw, dry salads and ice-cold drinks. They just shock your sensitive digestion. A brilliantly simple daily tip for Vata: just make sure you include 1 spoonful of really good quality ghee in your daily diet.
Now, if you're running that fiery Pitta engine, the sharp, hungry, heat-prone metabolism, your goal is to literally cool down that rapid internal fire with moderate proteins and calming, complex carbs. You're going to thrive on cooling, slightly heavy foods. Think leafy greens, coconut, dairy. You actively want to avoid overly spicy, sour, or heavily fermented foods. They're just adding fuel to the fire. Your easy daily tip? Have a cooling bowl of curd or buttermilk right alongside your lunch to perfectly balance out your digestion.
And finally, for my friends with the sturdy, calm Kapha blueprint, the type that might hold on to weight and feel a bit sluggish, you need to ignite your slower metabolism. You do this with light proteins and warming spices so you don't store unwanted energy. Focus on warm, light, dry foods that are easy to digest, like lentils and light veggies. You really want to avoid heavy, deep-fried, oily, or overly sweet stuff. A fantastic, simple tip to kickstart a Kapha metabolism is just to chew a small piece of fresh ginger before a meal, or grab a hot cup of ginger tea.
Ultimately, it all boils down to this. By honoring your unique blueprint and giving it the correct scientific materials, true health is entirely within your control. Ayurveda shows you your innate design, and science hands you the materials to build with. When you stop fighting your nature and instead just give your specific blueprint exactly what it's asking for, your body transforms into a genuinely happy, healthy, and energized home. So, armed with all this newly synthesized knowledge, I want you to look at your very next meal today and ask yourself, does this actually serve my unique design? Are you a Vata who needs warmth, a Pitta needing cooling proteins, or a Kapha needing that light, spicy fuel? The power to optimize your physical machinery is totally in your hands now. So take a look at your plate today and choose the right fuel for your amazing, unique body.